Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another amazing video. Today I wanted to yap about something I thought of, just one of those shower thoughts you get. But yeah, I think today's video is going to be about, I've seen a lot of historical stuff recently on my YouTube feed, and I figured I'd kind of do something similar. Today we're going to do a video on if you were to be time traveled back to any point in history, any point in time, how likely would you be to survive? If you like stuff like this, if you like content, historical content, if you like yapping stuff, if you want to see more gameplay stuff, drop a comment, leave a like, drop a comment about something that I can probably talk about in a future video. If you like it, leave a like, and to the video we go. Alright, so for the purpose of today's video, we're going to be discussing 6 different places. We're going to go from the hardest to survive first. So the first couple places in this video will be the harder times to survive. And then later on in the video, it's going to get a little bit easier, But yeah, I'm going to go over 6 places in history, 6 places in time. And we're going to either decide whether or not you are cooked or whether or not you're going to probably do pretty well and prosper. So for entertainment's sake, we're just going to say that whatever time period you go to, you can speak the language, you can understand the people, and for the most part you have most of the shots, like flu shot, black plague, all that stuff. You have all like the normal shots that people would get nowadays, but you're just plopped into whatever time period you go to. So now, in dead last, I have the American Wild West, and specifically the Western expansion. Now, historically speaking, it's not as bad as it's portrayed in some history, some media, but it was quite the shit show, if I do say so myself. If any of you guys have played the Oregon Trail game, you will know how hard that game is to survive, how hard it is to win. Now think of that, but in real life and with your own life. And not only that, you're having to fend off the wilderness of wolves, grizzly bears, brown bears, black bears, and diseases like cholera, dysentery, smallpox, measles, typhoid fever, just to name a few. And if you happen to stumble by a town, potentially, you might even meet some famous gunslingers like Wild Bill or Doc Holliday, which, if you look in the wrong direction at, they will definitely mess up your day. And if you happen to get through all of that, you have to fend off all the other people trying to go westward, all the other families that will probably steal all your shit, probably kill some of your loved ones, kick you to the curb, and then you're just boned from there on out. So pretty much, in most cases, if you're not very fucking lucky, you are 100% cooked. Now, the second worst time period to go back to is, we'll just say, 1910 to about 1945, anywhere in northeastern Europe. Now, the reason I specifically said from 1910 to 1945 is I was originally going to do just World War II or World War I, but I mean, it's honestly just a shitty time to be back at anyway, so I just combined both of them together just for formality's sake, for ease's sake. Now, where do I begin? Let's start with the 2 greatest wars in most modern history. So, World War I, World War II killed a lot of people. A lot of civilian people. But mostly in the second one, where people went to summer camps. We'll just call them summer camps for right now. A lot of people, if you were a certain group, you were part of an ethnic group, you were a specific color, you were a specific race, you were getting put to summer camp for a couple years. The Germans pretty much just invaded everywhere. In both wars, they invaded everywhere. You also have the Great Depression, you have the Spanish flu, and you have gas warfare, bombing of every single town in all of Europe, and pretty much if you were lucky, an American unit would come by your town, save you guys, yay, hooray, yippee, but no. Most of the time, you were getting pillaged, you were getting all of your shit stolen by either soldiers, random wanderers. Your day was getting absolutely ruined. Your decade was getting absolutely ruined. But keep in mind that this is all within the span of 20 years this is happening. The First World War, Spanish flu, the Great Depression, World War II, yeah, it would fucking suck. Now, coming up after that, we have the Dark Ages of Europe. We'll just say you're somewhere in the Holy Roman Empire area before it was the Holy Roman Empire. Now, this place doesn't have much going along with it since society as a whole pretty much went back a couple generations. But if you were an average Joe Schmo, if you were an average peasant, you're not making it. I'm gonna just keep it a $1.50. You are not making it. You're probably getting fucking decapitated by some knight. You're either gonna be caught stealing stuff, you're gonna be caught committing adultery, you're just gonna get caught doing some specific crime one way or another, and you're getting absolutely fucking wrecked. Now, if you're born, hopefully, if you're lucky and born into nobility, or God forbid you're a king, then you have to go out and fight. Yeah, no question about it. You need to defend the honor of your kingdom. You have to defend your people, the people working for you, and the people that are basically putting their lives on the line for you. Now, if you're dog shit at being a ruler, you're going to have a mutiny against you and you're going to get decapitated. Straight up. Now, let's just say that you're a decent ruler, you treat your people somewhat well, and you need to fight against another kingdom. If this kingdom is ever so slightly competent in their fighting ability, in their battle tactics, dog, you're done. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. You're done. You might have some training, but you do not have all of the training. You're just an average person from the year 2025. You're cooked. Now, up next we have the Mesopotamian time. Now, this is pretty much like a step above the hunter-gatherer section, where we're not necessarily foraging for every single little thing. We have a little homestead, we have like a town, if you want to call it. I don't know if you can call it even a town, but you have like a section of land where you can farm. You have a sense of community. It's just, there's absolutely nothing. You just farm, grow food, plant new food, die. That's pretty much all you can do. Now, you can be a hunter, you can be a farmer. If you're anything other than a male, then yeah, you're not gonna make it that far. You're pretty much just gonna be a stay-at-home mom, essentially, with the chance of getting eaten by a cougar. But if you're a dude and you have some competency in either farming or hunting, it's gonna be a decent time for you. I will admit it'll be really fucking boring. You might catch a couple diseases that may or may not have existed nowadays, but I think you have a decent shot at making it. And last but not least, we have the age of the Roman Empire. So we'll just say you're in a population center in pretty much anywhere of the Roman Empire. Now, it may seem all fun at first. You can travel if you're part of the military. You can have a decent job, a decent living. You don't have to fend all the time for all your food. You can do it sometimes, but you have markets and stuff, you have toilets, you have showers, you have entertainment. Like, it's pretty much just the same thing as living nowadays, except you don't have all the technology, the brain rot, all that other bullshit. But even still, there's a lot of wars, there's a lot of beef going on. There's no sense of like policing. There's some policing from the guards, but it's pretty much just he said, she said. If you get caught doing anything bad, like I said beforehand, in the Dark Ages time, you're pretty much going to get capped straight up. You're going to get put in prison, you're going to be put in a labor camp, you're going to be basically cracking rocks all day long until your back breaks, as a wise man once said. But it's easier than all the other sections. I'm not saying it's the greatest time of all time, but I think it'd be easier than pretty much everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to make a quick little video. I'm trying to figure out how to do a better editing style, try to insert more stuff into the video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment on how I can better the video. If you want to see more gameplay stuff, more yap stuff, different stuff you want me to talk about. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.